The first policy I sold my mother was about 30 years ago. All they covered was nursing home. Today, the majority of claims being paid are for in-home care. So if you can keep somebody at home, keep them comfortable, keep them secure, it's a lot easier for the family. It's also a lot less expensive. So that we do care. It will cover assisted living, in-home care, memory care centers, and last but not least, the nursing home. Family is very important. I put this in there. A lot of times it's the family that becomes your caregivers. And some insurance companies will actually pay for your family to be caregivers and actually pay for them to be trained. So the reason I put the World Championship company trophy in there because I wanted to. But the whole purpose of long-term care is to maintain your independence. Belmont facility is a beautiful place, but family has to go there to visit you. If you can stay at home, it's a lot more convenient. Manta sits there and he's a financial planner. As I tell people, I work with financial planners. They help build your assets. I help protect them. So that's what long-term care does. With a long-term care policy, it will ensure your choices. Where do you want to get care? Who's going to give it to you? When do you need it? You won't outlive your retirement plans, because hopefully with the long-term care, it does protect your assets. The other thing is, if you do have assets that you want to protect and pass them on to your families and grandchildren, long-term care is a product that will help do that. The biggest thing is it can relieve the burden of your family. You have no idea how many calls I get, somebody who's, it's a daughter or a son. Mom or dad's going into the nursing home, can I get insurance? A little too late. It's kind of like I explained to him, I said, you just totaled your car and you're calling me for insurance. You can't buy insurance when you need it. Faith will tell you she's probably the only one that you can buy a product when you're gone. But with this, at least we help you prepare so that you are not losing all your assets. As I said, medical is a portion of it. Not that you can probably read it. Anything on the left is going to be a decline. If somebody has MS, if somebody has, Parkinson's already, if they have dementia, if they have memory issues. I had a client she's 56 years old. She was having a little bit of memory issues. Doctor put her on this new medication. She's done. The minute there is an issue that comes up and you're going on medication for memory loss, you've already lost your chance and opportunity to get insurance. Anything on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side, it is workable. Just because somebody had a heart attack 5 years ago doesn't mean that you're disqualified. Just because somebody has insulin and is diabetic doesn't mean you're disqualified. Years ago, it was, yeah, thanks very much. Today, the insurance companies are working with this. It's almost, if you're not taking blood pressure and cholesterol, it's almost like, why not? Majority of people today are given the statins because the doctor says we want to protect you. All right, a lot of people say Medicare is going to cover it. Welcome to the government. No, they don't. The government will not provide for you. So Medicare, let's see, in 24 hours, I'll be another year older, and again on Medicare, and they will not cover long-term care. They will cover the first 100 days in a skilled care facility. After that, you're on your own. Medicaid, a lot of people say, all right, fine, I'll go on Medicaid. To be on Medicaid, you have to reduce your assets down to about $2,000. And the one big thing with Medicaid is the fact that they tell you where you have to live. If there is a bed available in Rockford, that's where the bed is. If you can picture your family driving up to Rockford every day or every other day to visit you, So the government is not going to be there.
2 minutes.
Okay. What qualifies for long-term care, they're called activities of daily living. I tell people it's what you do when you first get up. Can you get out of bed? Can you go to the bathroom? Can you take a shower? Can you get dressed? Can you feed yourself? Your doctor determines whether you meet these conditions. Any two of these activities that that you can't do on an ongoing basis or you need assistance will qualify you. All right, let's see. Let me just do, all right, as I said before, the insurance companies, 75% of all your claims today are for in-home care. People are staying at home with the medical advancements and the care that's available. You can stay at home with long-term care. This is probably the most important one. Very simply, 1 out of 2 men over 50 years old, over 65, is going to have a long-term care event. That's 50-50 chance. With women, it's 80%. And women's policies are going to last longer because they live longer. Other than that,
1 minute left. Can we do a little Q&A, Scott? Would that be
yeah.
okay?
The way, yeah, go ahead, Vicki.
When are you too old to get it?
Most policies are, they won't sell after 80. Whether you can afford it after about 75, it gets a little difficult. You might be talking $6,000, $7,000 a year. A year. Right now, people in their 40s and 50s, and even early 60s, you can get a decent policy for $3,000, $3,500 a year. Any other questions?
Larry.
You said, Scott, it was black and white, whether they're acceptable or not acceptable. There's no rating procedure?
You do have some ratings. There you can go in standard, preferred, or what they call class 1 and class 2. There's height and weight regulations and standards. There's medications that you can take. So it's not totally black and white. What I do is I submit a letter with each application to the underwriter, giving an entire history of the person. What do they do for their activities? Do they golf? Do they read? Do they play mahjong? Whatever it might be. The more I can tell the underwriter about the client, the better off you are. If you need anything, see me. Be more than happy to help. We'll go from there.